Hello, happy Tuesday to you. How are you doing? Let me refresh this, see if I can come out. Here we are. Hi, Larry girl. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. All right. Has everyone voted? Hi, Karen. I hope everyone has been able to get out and vote. I was going to go this morning, and they said it is so hot, so I'm not going this morning. I'm going to try tomorrow morning. It might be a few degrees cooler, and I found out another place to go, which isn't right around the corner. However, the wait times seem to be less. So my youngest son went there, and he did fine. He was in and out in 15 minutes, so I think that's where I'll go. Everyone's voted. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Laura. All right, so just back this up just a smidgen so you can see the whole table. All right. So I did first message of the day. I did the animal medicine card this morning. And we got Swan, but we got her upside down. So what does that mean for you and I? What have our guides and angels been telling us for the past couple of months? A, we're not grounded. And sometimes we might feel a little spacey or abnormally spacey or a little clumsy. You know, when you have a spill day, when you knock something over or you're rushing, you know you're not grounded. And it might not be that obvious to us, but when Swan shows upside down, presents upside down, that means it's time to ground. So just go outside, take your shoes off, sit outside, put your feet on the ground, draw outside. And also her message is to tune into the unseen. So many times we're going so fast, even with some of the small things that we're doing. So just take a few moments to tune in and try to see beyond the swearing in of Amy Coney Barret. Try to see beyond the things and the facade that's going on right now, or the exterior of the way things look. Use your clairs, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairvoyance, to go beyond this moment in time and give gratitude. And that also helps you be grounded. Okay, so Swan upside down. I hope you get the message and pay attention to your body. Swan also tells us to pay attention to our body. So please, nourishing things only. Loving, funny, nourishing things only. I need to come up with a thing for that. Okay, so this out of the way. Thank you, 5 Paces. Hi, Prairie. Hi, Valeria. Stephen, Sandra. All right. And just to remind you, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And I'm always running an introductory special. It's $25 reading for a half an hour. And you can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. And we'll get you scheduled. It's a great way to meet. It's a half an hour reading. Really great bargain. Thank you. All right. And I have a map, and I'm taking note of every place that I'm traveling with all of you. All right. I got my butterfly shirt on today. Why? Because we've had change. Change with so many things. Oh, my goodness. But one of my favorite things is that the federal judge, Lewis Kaplan, has ruled that the Department of Justice, Mr. Billy Barr, cannot take out Donald from being the defendant in the E.Jean Carroll defamation suit. So I think we'll start there, because I want to know. I'm so excited about it. I don't have Twitter, but I looked up, I wanted to read more about it, and I wanted to get the judge's name. And I looked it up, and when I Googled it, I saw some of the Twitter stuff come up that a few people had posted. I don't know who they are, but they had the ruling and the name of Lewis Kaplan there, and I looked at his signature because I do graphology, and he had a big hook on top of his L. Well, I mean, it wasn't huge, but to me it was big. It was like, whoa, there's a big hook. And his K goes backwards, way back. So he remembers things before he goes, talk about revenge. Woo, Lord have mercy. I wouldn't want to do wrong by him in any way. Okay, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't if he needed to. All right, so let's see. So E.Jean Carroll can go forward. Woo-hoo. And I want to know, is she going to get his DNA? We're going to ask 2 questions about this. All right. It is great news. So, yes, Stephen, we're going to talk about that. Okay. All right. So, E.Jean Carroll, bless her heart, described what happened to her in the assault. And he said that couldn't have happened because she's not his type. So he would only assault those of his type. We have to keep our sense of humor, don't we? Okay. So she's going to move forward with the case. And that enables her, I believe, to go ahead and get the DNA. Now, is she going to get it? We did a reading on DJT's niece, the one that wrote the book, and that said she would help with that. So will E.Jean Carroll be successful at getting DJT's DNA? All right. She is so very brave. She wasn't going for all that in the beginning, Stacy. Hi, Lisa. All right. That looks like giving something, paying somebody to get something. My goodness, 6 of Pentacles. But she's been waiting. She's been waiting a long time, and that's okay. She can wait. I think I looked her up. I think she is a Sagittarius. Yes. Okay. Which I just wanted to know that for the reading. Okay, so I think so. I think there's a bit of a specimen right there at the root. At the root of that DNA strand. There's your specimen. Okay, sorry. And I think they've already started celebrating the win. I'm sure she was notified. First, up at the top is the party dance, putting your fancy on, having a party dance. Oh, and that's also, could my eyes get any bigger? Okay, so they could go to the family for this. Someone could get some big money for that. Oh gosh. Tiffany, maybe? Somebody's going to come out and get that coin. The Lovers. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that they can get it, that she is free. Again, with the Fool card, the Lovers card, Major Arcana, and then the 10 of Pentacles is a gate card through another person down the lineage. And we go through this gate. All right. Oh, man. So she's going forward. She's going for it. This is a big, fatty yes. Yay! So she's going to be one of the queens. Oh, that's why I want to see what her astrological sign is. Okay. So Sag. That would be Queen of Wands. Right? Fire? Yes. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. So anyway, the answer to this is yes. So what we saw previously in the reading with the niece, the one that wrote the book, she would help. And this is going through, you guys. This is going to happen. Woo, woo. Ring that bell. Okay. This is coming down the pike. Wow, this is big news. So this is really good because there's really no other way you could interpret this. This isn't even in question a 50-50. This is a slam dunk for her. So I hope, okay, so it'll be really great when we can just mark that down. Okay, so speaking of marking it down, we did see for Amy Coney Barret that she was going to be pushed right through. I did a reading on her twice. One of them's time stamped by Mystery Achiever. Thank you again, Mystery Achiever. And thank everyone in the chat. And hi, Becca. All right, cool. Becca's here. And Larry Girl and Tia Bar, everyone in the, all the moderators, thank you so much. So we saw that she was going through, and she did. But remember, I kept seeing that the head of Batman. So listen, so many of you guys, thank you so much. You've texted me, you've emailed me to let me know, I saw Batman in this, or Obama, someone said Obama was Batman, or Batman represented Halloween because it's freaky. But so thank you for giving me all the messages and hits, and the name of the building where Trump was the Batman, or they call it the Bat Arena, or the Gotham Arena. Help me remember that, you guys. Anyway, it was pretty cool. So incidentally, I haven't seen that symbol any longer. As soon as I told you about it, it was done. So hopefully we'll see it and we'll all figure out what that means exactly. All right, so we saw her going through. Boy, we got some stuff here to talk about. We saw, we saw Amy going through. Let's find out if she is going to retain her seat. And, will she keep it? Will they take her out? Will she keep it? Even after the Dems get in, if the Dems get in, there's too many ifs in this question. So let's just ask if she's going to keep it. Will she retain it? Hi, Susie. Will Amy Coney Barret retain her seat on SCOTUS? No matter who gets in, well, it matters to us, but let's just see what we got. 2 cups. Meals and deals and wheels and deals. Now, I find this very interesting because in the last reading I did, one of the last 2 that I did on her, I got the hangman, that she was seen as the hangman. That's sort of like a hung jury. So something's wrong with this. I got, Knight of Swords, she's 2 of Wands, going through, push. Knight of Swords is, like get out of here. It's my way or the highway. We're putting her through. But I keep getting this. Now, this is the second time, and that's, there are no coincidence. I love it. That is, I'll have to get a bigger belt. Look at it. There it is. Okay, Valeria. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, okay. So they thought they were they were sneaky Pete. 7 of Swords, getting her in there. I'm going to do this magic show and trick and dog and pony show, and I'm going to force my way of getting her in there. Now, this King of Swords, all right, there's a plot. There's some sort of, I have to be careful what I say. I have to be careful. Keep your karma boomerang in its holster at all times. There's a plot. There are other people, as we speak, having a meeting that are thinking about bringing charges against her for something. Now, this could be the scientist, a top attorney. So 3 of Pentacles means there's a meeting going on. They're gonna find she's gonna be seen with some ugly ties to some ugly people. Anyone just joining me, that's ugly to the second degree in the South. Okay. All right, so she's wobbling. Oh, kaboom. Okay, that's enough. There's no bigger upset. This is an upset. This is someone stuck a stick in her bicycle wheel and she falls up. This is not the these are not the normal cards. So for someone that's going to have, success. I just had a really weird noise in the back. Okay. So that came up at the top, even though the angel, she's hoping everything will pan out okay, but I don't get it. Is that okay? All right. And then this is a document. Sorry, that noise scared me for a second. Okay. This is a document that ties her to some dastardly deeds, people she may have possibly broke the law somehow, but this is going to blow up. This is going to blow up. It's not going to be good for her. That's not good. So all the way up until this current moment, I saw she's going through, except we had the hangman, remember? Well, now the hangman is the challenge card. And so that means even if she goes through, there's a delay or a problem. We asked if she was keeping it. And so no, that's a no. Okay. All right. Let's see. What did Becca ask? Valerie said, great question, Becca. I guess they have to take a drug test. What causes her to lose her seat? Okay, well, that's a good question. What is the cause? All right, what is the cause of ACB losing her seat? What causes her to have the tower moment? Oop. Ace of Cups. Communion, birth, new beginnings, love, conception. Now, could that be her own conception of her children? Did she be control? Was there money or ties around this new beginning in her life? Let's see if we get any pages. Sorry, there's clouds. You guys know. Okay. She didn't cover her steps. Well, so it's going to have something to do that I believe that she's gone against the dogma of the Catholic beliefs. Okay, and a deal with someone. Government deal. 2 men. 2 things. It's a split. something to do, a deal. Okay. I think it's two things. I think there's an issue with conception or the beginning with her, and we already discussed that. The other thing is, I think she's made a deal here with possibly two government officials, and or was that the pushing through of, I don't think it's not Kavanaugh's card. So I'm going to say it relates to another issue. Someone already knows about this. And I think that you guys, all of you, have already guessed some of the thing about the conception. Two men, two deals. Two deals. Lovers, conception, two men, two deals. What are the deals? So at this present moment, there aren't any pentacles in here. So one has to do directly with her faith and that she didn't practice it, which, humans don't. I know. Don't cut her a break. Now we have the pentacles. And more pentacles. Something. So it could be the promise. I don't have the child card here, but there's money to overseas money here somehow. And it just could be that, she was given something to, push their agenda, but perhaps the money was in an offshore account. Okay. Or overseas, generated overseas. Okay. Well, that's what, we have when we're looking at the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. This is very much conception. So Ace of Cups. So Becca, so I'm going to say two things. She just didn't think there was going to be a trace either. She didn't cover her steps. But there's there's a female around her that might cash in some chips to spill some sickies. So they're gonna find this out. Two men, not two men and a baby. Okay. Oh, thank you, 5 Paces. Thanks for asking people to hit the like button. And it could be Russian money. That helps other people, like-minded people, find us, find you, to become friends with you. So we get to see each other. It helps keep us sane. It's moments of sanity. All right. Well, ACB, I forgot this one. It was on the community page. Someone posted this. That's a good question. So will the retaining of the seat. Will ACB, thank you, Becca, be a part of overturning the Affordable Care Act? So let's just ask, instead of asking about her, so to speak, let's just ask about the Affordable Care Act. Will the Affordable Care Act stand until Biden changes it? Will it remain? The Affordable Care Act. Hi, Cappy's mom. See? Cappy's mom's part of the sanity group. 2 of Wands came out there. It means we're looking forward. Will Affordable Care Act stay safe till we're ready to change it? I have my phone. I put it somewhere. All right. Ace of Cups. 5 of Swords. Cool. Similar cards here. So now when we get this, and you saw me shuffle, that means she will try to be in this. So that is on her agenda. Okay. It's foolish to think that they can. King of Cups, Nine of Wands, we're fighting. There's a lot of work being done to it. Some changes. I think it remains. Ace of Swords. I think it remains. Okay. They're trying to destruct it is on its side. So I don't think they're going to be able to touch it until we do the work on it and make the changes. All right. King of Cups, Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords. Okay. So Affordable Care, it's okay. I believe. Thanks, 5 Paces. Oh, that's very kind of you. Yeah, there's 153, and so y'all could hit the like button. That really helps the channel. The lady that's helping me with my channel is swamped, so we don't begin to work on it until next week. I mean, we had a 2-hour meeting, but she was going to help me next week. All right. And don't forget, I'm going to be with Kim from Intuitive View Sunday night. I don't know what time yet. And then I'll be joining Becca and Jen Lynn and Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice on election night. I'm sure they're going to have. Oh, thanks, Becca. That's very sweet of you. I'm sure they're going to have. Becca said they're going to have other readers on at different, times they want to come in. So hopefully, well, we'll all be there, won't we? I know other readers are doing their thing too, and it's fun. So, all right. The other big thing I want to look at, and again, I just want to, if you're just joining, because a lot of you, may not have seen the very beginning, I pulled a medicine card each day for our totem, for what we're hanging on to the next reading. And we received Swan upside down. Swan upside down means many of us are not grounded. We need to pay attention to our bodies. We need to heighten our intuitive skills and watch for things and sense things that are unseen. You're not grounded. Many of you are not grounded. I have to reground. I've got to do it. You've got to do it. All right. We need to do it. Let's do it together. And I think I lost another pound. I'm getting there. Slow. Oh my goodness. I'll be able to put my favorite hard pants on. My jeans. Hard pants. Oh. All right, Lisa. Yeah, I know Linda G is going to do her. A lot of readers are going to do their own thing. So, well, I wish you a good time with her. Anyway, I'm so appreciative of our family here. I have to share one thing with you. I wasn't going to share it, but it just happened. So there's a very well-known. Oh, thank you, Peggy Jean. There's a very well-known jeweler in my town, and he would always do. He was a big fundraiser for the Cancer Society. He did pass away from cancer, but I would do tarot readings in his jewelry store, and he'd have local, well-known artists, and it was a big event. And there was, champagne nights and martini and martinis and all kinds of food. And I did readings and that benefited a charity, and we did boobies, bubbles, and baubles. That was a good event. And so anyway, he went to heaven, and the man that took over the jewelry store continued to do. His sister still worked there, but this other man took over the jewelry store, and they made sure that I came to more events. So this new person is a DJ tier, and that's fine. And I went and did the events anyway. So I just saw that because they were closed for a while. Now it's masks and everything. So, and they haven't had an event, or I would have known about it, right? Because I'm always there. So they did an event yesterday for Halloween, and I saw the pictures, and no one was wearing masks. And I know that I probably would not have gone. I've turned down doing big parties for the Hyatt and Kelly Greens and all kinds of stuff. Very thankful, very grateful. But they weren't wearing masks, but it still hurt me. I was like, I have to get that out of there. So I have to do gratitude lists as soon as I'm done with you guys before I do my readings this afternoon. It made me sad, and I don't think my buddy would care very much for that. So they have unleashed their own karmic boomerang. So it hurt, but it's okay. I think that they know who I am by now. Somehow they found out, or they found out that I'm not in my office right at this moment. So anyway, sorry, got lost. Okay, so, but thank you. Thank you for being here for me, helping me keep sane, because that hurt. We got to laugh. All right. Okay. So thanks for being friends. Thanks for your support. Thanks for the sanity. All right. DJT, speaking of him, was in Pennsylvania, and he did 3 rallies in Pennsylvania. And the governor, Tom Wolf, Democrat, who's a Scorpio, I looked him up, and he tried to interfere or defer or, not make it easy for DJT to have the rallies because they're super spreader events. And he's cognizant of the life of people and how each person is important and to protect them. So he didn't want the super spreader events to come to his state. And so, hi Estelle. And so DJT got up there and, of course, trashed him. And then also led the people at the rally to believe in his state, to believe that the governor actually counts votes, which of course he does not. Then he said that we're going to watch you. First he said he's going to remember this. In other words, if you need help later, I won't help you. And he said, we're going to remember Tom. We'll remember, and we're watching you. Everybody watch Tom. So there's another thuggy hit. So let's take a look at the governor, Tom Wolf. Is he going to be all right? Is Governor Tom Wolf going to be all right? Let's look at his safety, well-being. All right. So he knows he has to be careful. Of course, this is a quarantine. And he's concerned about people, and he's not sure what his next steps are. But this did worry him. It did. So he didn't like that. He does not feel safe. And he's probably already had threats. He probably had threats before, and then, to the 10th power after DJT got. And he's not, he doesn't like it. He knows that the emperor in this particular time as DJT is against him, and the slanderous things that he said, the false things that he said. You guys know this is my fish tank card. So he stirred up all the silt in the fish tank so nobody can see the truth, So he tries to be fair and impartial. He tries, but he didn't want DJT coming there. But that speaks very good of his moral character. Most people that know him are aware of that. They can sense that in him. So I don't think that there's, of course, it only takes one bad apple, doesn't it? But, all right, so he's all right. He's going to work hard. He does have to watch his surroundings, and he needs to watch his karmic. But, that wasn't fair. He's aware that there could be someone really dumb out there that would listen to this. He's going to hire enough security guards of truth, that I believe he's going to be okay. And this could also mean that he might think about filing a lawsuit. That's my take on that. Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to show his boomerang. He's going to show his wand of power. So, but the six of wands is victory after adversity, right? He's gone and fought the war. Now he comes out of it. He's really trying to help everyone get around the bug. And he was so careless about it. And listen, there may be so many people that are affected by DJT's foolish behavior with this, that he may work on the suit of starting. That may be, where he starts. That, you knew this could happen, yet you came to my state anyway, and you did this. So, Connie, I was talking about the governor of Pennsylvania, Tom Wolf, who DJT said, we're watching you, and that he counts the votes, and that, he's crooked and he's locked down the state, and he's going to remember him trying to interfere with his visit of his 3 rallies in that state. Can you imagine that? 3 rallies in one state. So they've done it here too. So it's almost like they come and deposit these germs, right? Or the germs coagulate and mingle, or they become little petri dishes. These. Oh my gosh! Barr was in Marco Island a couple of days ago, and Ivanka was in Marco Island at a big thing for a big rally of her own, and for women, I think. And DJT was downtown Fort Myers, which is just, as the crow flows, literally flies right over the bridge there, just a hop and a skip. So that was, and Pence was in Naples. So that was tough. That's tough. All right. So they turn each place into its own little petri dish. So I have to ground after that little experience and coming on here. I wasn't going to share it, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let them know. It is awful how they're spreading the virus, but I'm okay. And I'm going to put on, I think I'm going to put on some citrine, and I'll do some sage and stuff. But I will do a gratitude list before I start my first reading. I'm reading well into the day today. Fresh fruit for Lori. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, my cat fell asleep in the on the windowsill, and she fell off. Oh, the rude awake. Talk about not being balanced. All right. So let's take a look at McConnell's health, because I saw if he was going to get this. This was like he just wanted to get this done with the ACB, and then I think he's going to have more problems. All right, McConnell's health. He's fallen, and I think he's fallen again, especially when the up here was bruised, hand bruised. Looked like a fall bruises to me. I'm good. I wouldn't have gone anyway, really. I mean, I might have if I thought they were going to wear, if I was naive, masks, but I'm okay. All right. McConnell's health. One more ring. How's he doing? That's like 3 falls in the not too distant past. And then we asked if he was going to be done with that, and it came up a yes. So he knows he's near the end. He's very aware that he's near the end of his rope. Yeah, he's like, I just need to tough this out and get a couple of these other things done and wrestle with the orange lion. Of course, he's not a lion. Yep, sir. A few more dirty deeds. He also he is doing something for his health that isn't good for him. You know how we all have our vices. Someone's trying to help him with it. Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, but he's still trying to press forward with this power. Like, I just have to get this, and this. And then we'll hear news. Now, this is not too much longer. Now, this is pretty quick. Arrows coming in. Yeah, he's not doing good. Something is very wrong in McConnell land. Okay, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Hear about it. Yeah, so, and he's just kind of going to acquiesce with what they tell him to do. So he's not doing so great. Big problem here. And they'll tell him, look, you get to be free. You can go, go play at your house until you're in he has a problem. And, he could have, maybe he's not supposed to have anything to drink on the medicine that he's on. There's something, he's a wishing upon a star. He wouldn't have done that. But so we're going to get news about that here pretty quick. So we just have to be really careful, when we're going into stores where other people are, if they're at the spreader events, you just have to be hyper vigilant. That's why we got Swan upside down. Stay grounded, get your balance, put your feet on the ground, use your senses, see what isn't there, see and feel what isn't visible. The vibration, and you'll know if it's safe to go in there or not. You will know it for sure. And pay attention to your body. All right, do we have another question? All right. He is the Bella Lugosi. All right, let's take a look at DJ's health. Why? Because it's another day, and we can. And we should look at Pence, too. Lots of young voters. We've already had, in our county, here in Southwest Florida, we've already had an early voting, which we still have all week this week. We've already had as many votes that were generated the entire 2016 election. Hi, David. Open up all the senses and you'll know this is either safe or it isn't safe. Very right. DJT's health. Thank you, Sherry, for pushing the like button. DJT's health. Stacey B creates, we're going to be fine. You're going to use all your clairs to figure out whether it's safe to go in a place or not. Page of Pentacles. He's been put on a new medicine, but we all know that, don't we? Okay, now, Knight of Swords. I'm rushing here for this goal. I've got my eye on this prize. I'm going to go take money from this donation campaign event or rally. I'm going to take all the money from this. I'm just going to go take it. He's just running But he's not, so he's just gathering up all the coins. He's going to every single place where they will donate money, and it goes right into the back pocket. Front pocket, side pocket, vest pocket, everywhere a pocket. Okay. He's really losing it. He is really very unbalanced. We've been getting that card quite a bit for card of the day. And he's not, this just isn't going to, what he's trying, his agenda, there's other people that just aren't liking, okay, and now I'm going to hook him into the Amy Coney Barret thing. Now something's wrong here. So this upsets his health too. Remember, we have to connect. It's fascinating how the cards connect. When you ask one question, then you ask another question, and then some of the same cards come up. There it is. Remember? So that's the ACB outcome card. So his health is going to be directly affected by something that's going on about this nomination and the swearing in and all the fancy ups and him pushing through. And all right, are we going to get the Four of Swords? Money, 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 money. More news about family, money, and also, okay, now, since we have instability here, rushing, this could also be a trip and a wobble for him too. So there could be a stumbling with his health. So I'm going to say there's an issue. He thinks he's okay, but I have to go with these. The Hangman is from the waist down for me in health. And I'm going to say it's something that takes place in his home. It doesn't have to be, but I think that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, I think he trips or misses a step, or when we don't, keep your boomerang. Boomerang. All right, so I think there's an issue with that, but also something else with his health here. Tell me something else. Wow, he could actually get that, for the first time or the second time. Right, Becca? Okay. This has to do with the court. This is something that he finds out about the court. This is a secret keeper, gossip, spies, and this makes him lose his cool. All right, so it's a huge blow up, and then there's a big problem. And we're getting a 7, so I'm going to say 7 days. Let's just throw that out there. Okay. All right. Should we ask about ACB's safety? Let's ask about that real quick. I had asked about DJT's health. David. Okay. Let's ask about ACB's health and safety. Because there's crazy people on both sides, right? Yeah, so it looks like DJT is going to have some sort of slip up or problem in the next 7 days. He blows his top. He's unbalanced. Trip, fall, shuffle. He gets really mad about something that has to do with Barrett, and whether we know about it or not, it has to do that it's around that time, and then he has a big problem. All right. ACB's health. real quick. Well, her health, safety, she said. Oh, Share Bear's in the house. ACB's, safety and health. Hit the like button, guys, and subscribe, please. Well, they said that she already got it, that she had it over the summertime, David. Health and safety. But when the tower car comes up, we have to check it out because that could be the bug again. It normally comes up for natural disasters, especially here as hurricanes. So, all right, so the meals deals, timely appeals. Oh, I'm just trying to make rhymes. We can't see it. Hasn't something hidden behind the scenes. Someone that doesn't like her. I think she's guarded now. Something changes, but she'll be all right. Okay, so I just wanted to take a look at that, only because we got the tower a couple of times. All right, now let's look at Pence. I could ask that, Lisa. Aw, thank you, Share Bear. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right. Pence's health. He's around 5 top associates over the past few days, all tested positive. He had the pink eye at the debate. How's his health? Well, he's already had some changes. Did you see? I think they're hitting him up with some stuff. Did you see him running yesterday at one of the rallies? Like he was, oh yeah, I'm not going to tell you about my health. I'm already having some changes because this is the month of Scorpio. Part of the month of Scorpio. He's had some heart issues. He recently felt okay. Deals with the devil. Yeah, so he's been giving something in that push through to help him with his energy level. I'm not telling the truth. I'm not going to tell. We already know it. Keeping secrets, keeping problems. He has a cardiac issue of some sort. So that if they're giving him something to pep him up, that's not going to be very good for him. I think he's okay. He might rush and make a little bit of a problem. But ultimately, I think with the 4 of coins, he's okay there. What's on the bottom? Yeah. All right, let's just, do we want to ask anything about Democrats voting or? Hi, Mari. Mari lives in Florida too. Okay, so all right, Sherry, we can ask about that. We will ask about that, Sherry. Has Pootie Vlad dropped DJT? What's happening with the relationship between Pootie and DJT? What's the relationship there? Okay, Buzmo, we'll ask that too. Of course, it's his doctors all lied about him being positive and about the treatment that was going on. All right, let's see. What's the relationship between Pootie and DJT? All right, David, I'll ask that too. Okay. Pootie and DJT sitting in a tree. The relationship between Pootie and DJT. Yeah, the doctors, they just weren't telling the truth. I mean, it was really bad. And every time we've looked at it, it's just been all wrapped up in secrecy and lies. So we can't believe anything that they said. All right, so we already know what's going on. We already have intuition what's going on between Pootie and DJT. Waiting to see if they can pull this off. Their plan at the root is going to be, try to help. Pootie was trying to help him have victory with this Ace of Swords. I think he's also telling him, I'm a little tired of waiting on your payments, mister. I've paid you for some things. We made steals and deals, and I've been waiting. Pootie's been waiting, and he's already told him that he's done waiting, finished waiting. And DJT's like, I told you I'd get it to you. I told you. And they're having a little verbal, Page of Swords can be like a verbal tete-a-tete, a sword-throwing sort of tennis match. Little barbs going back and forth. So this is very unsettled ground. They have been speaking, but they're picking at each other, which is really great. They've been speaking a lot because they're talking about an amount of a lot. Now, coins is on its side, so I don't think that there was payment that was due. He was directly in the ear to tell him about the bug. But it's all coming down to the money. So I think, and then there's that queen, and that could be Letitia James. We're going to find out about this. I mean, of course, we've always seen that we would find out about this. The deals between the two of them, that there were so many. This was a lot, you guys. This is a lot of stuff that went on. It's a total of 10. We don't go to 11 in the suits, in the tarot. We start over with the aces. So there's a whole bunch going on. And I think Pootie tells him, if this gets out, you won't be able to defend yourself, and you'll go to jail. I'm telling you, she's on it. And they don't want this to be seen. They're not getting along very well. 1. 2, there's already a female on their relationship, and they've already been speaking about it because they know it's coming out. Because it wasn't coming out, it was on its side about the deals, and now we have 2 pages. There's only 4 in 78 cards. So Page of Swords and Page of Wands, which means, the town crier with the newspapers coming, and it will be revealed. So they're not doing well, and they're sharing barbs, and I think they've shared a few threats, and this is going to be announced. Big problems. And then, of course, Pootie will say, It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yep, them sparring words. All right. That's a big problem. That won't be very long. So the thing with Amy Coney Barret won't be very long because the tower isn't a long time frame. And the DJT moment won't be very long. And we're going to find out about the Pootie DJT thing because it's going to be brought to suit, brought to suit, 2 pages. All right. And so one final question on DJT. We're asking, will he have another entanglement or problem with the disease of the bug again? Will he personally have an issue with the bug again or for the first time? Bye, Stephen. Thank you. He's going to have another little round of something. This is something that's already happened, and then something behind him that he doesn't see. 5 of Cups. And of course, this is about something about his health that he really struggled with that we don't know about. Big problem, big mess. Sneaking up, can't see it. 7 of Cups. Gonna lie. Moving forward. Death. King of Wands. He's going to have another little problem. And it's out of foolishness and taking chances. And I also think someone very around him that does not do well and goes down from it. But he ends up, I think he gets another problem here with it. So we hear about it, and the Fool's right underneath it. So that can't be that great. It isn't awful, but not going to be that great. Some lies we're going to find out. Man, prayers for El Paso, prayers for everyone in California with those winds. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy. Winds and fire and snow in Colorado. Of course, we want and a hurricane in the Gulf, Zeta, those people in Louisiana. My Lord, please send. We need an archangel intervention. So ask the archangels, appeal for them to be sent. All right. So he will have some other issue come up due to that bug. All right. And so David had asked, will the high turnout help Dems at the poll? The high turnout of voters. That was total voters for our whole place. Okay. High turnout helped the Dems. It's really crazy if you think about all the weather changes that are the phenomenal things that are going on right now. We need prayers and grounding and love all around. So I know you guys, you wouldn't be here on this channel if you weren't the light bringers and bearers. And I know you're all magical, so send it out. Woohoo, send it out. All right. The Dems are trying to help each other. They know they walked away from their duties. They know they walked away from the cups before. So they didn't turn out. They lost heart. It didn't mean anything to them in 2016. The the sparkle of voting had become sullied, you know? They just didn't want to do it. And they know it. They know. They're aware. And, you know, Obama didn't mince words when he told them what he thought about it. Yeah, that we've suffered. So, and we've been put down and toyed with, and here they are. So, David Curley, this is a yes. 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 Because we want change. Change of fortune. The wheel of la fortuna. Click, 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 pop. You know, just like the lock. I love to think of it that way. So good things are coming for the Democrats. Before, they were complacent and they were filled with apathy. And listen, they just didn't find the joy in life. And they didn't have hope. And they were lazy and indolent. Sorry. Indolent. Oh my gosh. However you say that word. I don't even know where that word came from. Yes. Okay. Because they want to shake it up. But there are some problems. There are some issues. But yes, the answer is yes. So what is that? We want to, you know, blow the lid off of what's going on and party and trying to do the right thing, finally. Yeah. So perhaps this is, you know, earth-shattering numbers. And also the mail-in will be huge due to the bugaroo. So I'm going to say yes. I want to take one more look at, did you hear about the problem with the Spanish ballot here in Florida? Of course, because it's Florida, right? I need to take the duh out of it. Oh my gosh. So the Spanish and the Spanish wording on the ballot itself, there's the list, of course, of Biden and DJT and the other people who are in the presidential race, and then that I haven't heard of. And then at the bottom, it's for a write. There's a blank line for a write-in candidate. That's only if it's, you know, other than who's mentioned that you want to write it in. But because of the wording in Spanish, it's confusing, and it tells them to write the name in. So in essence, they're voting twice. They're checking off Biden at the top, filling in the circle, and then they're writing his name in. So that can't be counted. Now, they are getting a hold of everybody. Oh, thank you, 5 Paces. That's very kind of you. So that, and, you know, Tommy Doyle is the supervisor of elections, and he didn't check that. And I can understand, you know, thinking it's just supposed to say the same thing, but it changed from the last election. And it changed on purpose. So they're getting into it. At least it's been brought up. So I just want to see, since we'll all be in our favorite places on election night, I would like to see if we will have a clear-cut winner on election night. Let's just see. It doesn't count, Stacy, because the name is in the place where they write it in for a write-in candidate. And even though it's the same name, they're saying it doesn't count. All right. Will we have a clear view of the winner on election evening? There are several states that think they won't know 3 days after, so I can't even imagine. But people say, oh, we're going to know. Let's see, right? It is deliberately confusing, but it is the truth. I mean, it just came out yesterday, so I just wanted to let you know about it. Now, they are trying to get a hold, the early voter poll workers, thank goodness, and county division of elections are trying to get a hold of the people. So hopefully many of them can get corrected. Prayers on that. And here's, you know, this is will try, but that also could stand for some manipulation that we can't see. And there would be the suppression, people that had a hard time. People will be gathered. People are hoping for a change in the Six of Swords and the Death card, and it is in the time of Scorpio, although Mercury has been retrograde all the way up. I think it stations actually on election day, and then will turn, but at least it stations. There's some legal things that will take place. This, I feel like there will be a proclamation that someone is the winner, that it's the end of it. But then there's going to be a legal issue because people don't want to see who is the winner. That's also the GOP's favorite card. That is the sign of Sagittarius, which happens November 22nd. A legal act and a power play. I believe that they will have a good idea, okay? Because this Five of Pentacles isn't up here. So we're not, I think we'll have a good idea. That doesn't mean that somebody will claim it, but we can all see the other person is the winner. We will know. So I'm feeling confident that we'll know. Okay. Although they're going to try to muddy it up. They're going to try to muddy it up. They're going to, this is the Neptune card, shell game, the peanut in the shell game, or the marble in the shell game, whatever you want to call it. They're going to try. But I feel like the angels will be on our side, and I think we will know. Okay? They didn't say which way or which side. We'll save that I'll come back on Friday because I'll be with Kim on Sunday, and then I'll be with Becca and Johnny and Jen Lynn on that Tuesday. So, all right. So, you guys, email me if you want to do your reading. Email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up to do your $25 half-hour introductory reading. Thank you so much for being a part of my family and letting me share that little story with you. I'm all right. I just didn't expect that, but that's okay. That happens, right? And so, but I get to be with Kim on Sunday, and I get to be with all of you. And thank you, Stacy B. All right. So remember, for the next few days, swan upside down, ground, watch your body, use your senses. You know if it's safe to enter into a building. Use your clairs. See the unseen. Watch your body, ground. Take care of you. All right. Much love to you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and send me your questions, and I'll see you on Friday. All right. Thanks, guys.